In 1977, a scientist named Jerry Emmon was reviewing radio telescope data at Ohio State University. He was scanning through pages of printed numbers, looking for patterns. Then he found one, a signal from deep space, 72 seconds long, so powerful, so structured, so perfectly matching every theoretical prediction for an extraterrestrial transmission, that Emmon grabbed his red pen and wrote one word in the margin. Wow, for 7 years later, we still don't know what sent it. And that signal was not alone. Space is not silent. It is full of signals, and 6 of them, 6 real, documented, peer-reviewed detections, have no explanation out of theory, not speculation, officially, no explanation. Today, 6 of them, starting strange, ending with something that came from our nearest neighbor in the galaxy, and has never been fully explained. August 15, 1977, 11:16 p.m. Eastern Time. The Big Ear radio telescope at Ohio State University detects something, a narrowband radio signal, at a frequency of 1420 MHz. That frequency minus 1420 MHz is called the hydrogen line. It is the frequency at which hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe, naturally resonates. Scientists have long theorized that any intelligent civilization trying to communicate across the galaxy would choose this frequency. It is the universal channel, the WOW signal, arrived on exactly that frequency. The WOW signal was 30 times stronger than the background noise of space. It lasted exactly 72 seconds, the maximum time Big Ear could observe any point in the sky due to Earth's rotation. It came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, and it has never been detected again. 30 times stronger than background noise, perfectly structured, on the universal frequency, from a consistent direction in space. And then, silence. Since 1977, scientists have pointed telescopes at that exact region of space over 100 times. They have listened for decades. Scientists still don't fully understand what produced it. Natural explanations have been proposed: comets, terrestrial interference, satellite reflections. Each one has been systematically eliminated by the data. What we know is this: the WOW signal matches, in almost every measurable parameter, what a transmission from an intelligent extraterrestrial civilization would look like. The question remains open. The file remains open. And every year, new telescopes are pointed at that exact patch of sky. Still listening. A fast radio burst lasts between 1 and 10 milliseconds. 1 millisecond. In that single millisecond, a fast radio burst releases more energy than our sun produces in 3 entire days, from billions of light years away. In a millisecond. No known natural mechanism fully explains this. Since the first fast radio burst was discovered in 2007, scientists have detected thousands of them. Some fast radio bursts repeat. FRB 120-1102, detected by the Arecibo telescope, has been observed to repeat in a 157-day cycle, repeating in a mathematically predictable pattern. The source of this cyclical repetition is officially unknown. 157 days. On a cycle, repeating. Random natural phenomena do not repeat on precise mathematical cycles. Scientists have proposed magnetars, exotic neutron stars, as the source. But magnetars do not explain the repeating pattern. They do not explain the cyclical regularity. The energy scales are consistent with magnetars. The behavior is not thousands of signals from across the observable universe, some random, some repeating, none fully explained. Scientists still don't fully understand what produces repeating fast radio bursts on a 157-day cycle. No model yet proposed accounts for all observed characteristics simultaneously. Something out there, billions of light years away, is releasing the energy of 3 days of solar output in 1 millisecond, on a schedule that nobody can explain, 1,500 light years from Earth. In the constellation Cygnus, there is a star called KIC 846-85. It is also called Boyajian's star, named after astronomer Tabitha Boyajian, who first identified its anomalous behavior in 2015. The star dims, not gently, not regularly, by up to 22%. In non-repeating, irregular patterns that no known natural phenomenon produces. When a planet passes in front of a star, called a transit, it typically blocks 1% of the star's light. Boyajian's star dims by up to 22%. That means something 22 times larger than what a planet creates is passing in front of it. No planet is that large relative to its star, 22%. Something 22 times larger than a planetary transit dot in an irregular, non-repeating pattern. Scientists propose dust clouds, comets, internal stellar activity. None of them fully account for all observed dimming events. Simultaneously. Then one research paper, published in a peer-reviewed journal, used a phrase that nobody expected to see in an academic publication. Alien megastructure, a Dyson sphere, a theoretical structure built by an advanced civilization round a star to capture its energy output. The paper did not conclude it was alien. It included the possibility, because no natural explanation fully fit the data. Scientists still don't fully understand what is causing Boyajian's star to dim. The best current explanation, a cloud of uneven dust, leaves significant portions of the observed behavior unexplained. 1,500 light-years from Earth, a star behaving in a way that has no complete natural explanation, and a paper from a peer-reviewed scientific journal that put the words alien megastructure in print, not as fiction, as a possibility the data did not eliminate. November 1967, Cambridge, England. A PhD student named Jocelyn Bell was analyzing radio telescope data. She found a signal pulsing with absolute regularity, every 1.33 seconds, exactly, without deviation, without drift, without variation, a clock, more accurate than any clock human beings had ever built, ticking from 2,000 light-years away. Bell and her supervisor, Anthony Hewish, did not immediately announce the discovery because they did not know what to say. Bell and Hewish internally designated the signal LGM1. LGM stood for Little Green Men, not as a joke, as a genuine working hypothesis that they considered seriously enough to name. The signal was eventually explained as a rotating neutron star, a pulsar, but the LGM designation was never officially retracted. Little Green Men, named by scientists in an official scientific context, because the regularity was so precise, so sustained, so artificial seeming, that a natural explanation felt insufficient. The explanation that emerged was a pulsar, a rapidly rotating neutron star emitting radio beams like a cosmic lighthouse. That explanation accounts for the regularity. What it does not fully account for is the extraordinary precision. Some pulsars, called millisecond pulsars, are so stable that scientists use them as the most accurate clocks in the universe, more accurate than atomic clocks, ticking from across the galaxy. Nature built the most accurate timekeeping device in the universe, by accident, 22 million light-years away, in a galaxy called the Circinus Galaxy. An object called Circinus X, one is doing something that has no scientific consensus explanation. It is pulsing. In X-ray radiation, with a rhythm so regular, so sustained, so eerily biological, that astrophysicists have used one specific word to describe it in peer-reviewed papers: heartbeat. Ultraluminous X-ray sources, ULX, emit more X-ray energy than any known stellar process should be capable of producing. Circinus X1 produces quasi-periodic oscillations, QPOs, pulsing on timescales of minutes to hours with remarkable regularity. The mechanism that sustains this heartbeat rhythm for years is not fully understood. A heartbeat, sustained for years, from 22 million light-years away. The proposed explanation involves matter falling into an extremely dense object, a neutron star or black hole, creating oscillations, but the precise regularity of the rhythm, the heartbeat quality, is not fully reproduced by any current theoretical model. Scientists still don't fully understand what sustains the quasi-periodic oscillation at this regularity and this power output simultaneously. The energy scales exceed what standard physics easily accounts for, 22 million light-years away. pulsing like a heartbeat. For years, something out there has a heartbeat,